Link is one of the veterans on the offense and in the receiver room. What is it kind of in your mind that's going to take to kind of get the offense out of the slump right now?
It's just going to be put on us to make plays. When we get our chances, it's one shot, one kill, and we got to either make. And it's not asking to be done. It's either do or do not. So I think Coach Filani and the offensive staff has done a great job of allowing us to realize and look ourselves in the mirror and really put it upon ourselves to really be the factor in this game and turn things around. So.
Drops were a problem against Oregon State. They weren't so much against Utah. What was kind of the message throughout the room going into that game of, hey, we need to catch the ball first and foremost?
Yeah, I mean, weather's changing around here, so there's no excuses for dropping the ball. It's either, like I said, do or do not. So Coach Filani's done a great job of emphasizing where our eyes should be when we locate the ball, seeing the ball, go getting it, hand placement. So just giving us different techniques when, it starts to get a little different type of weather or wherever we are playing on Saturdays. But as long as the ball comes to you and you're in the right spot at the right time, it's just a matter of time of making that play. And I think things will unfold for us this week for sure.
Not a lot of success in the screen game against Utah. What do you kind of feel like as receivers you guys have to do to kind of improve the blocking on the outside and free up those plays?
Just got to trust in our technique. Got to be better on the perimeter. Got to be more dominant. And like I said, we've been putting in work this whole week for, dominating on the perimeter game. So just trusting our technique, our hand placement, and at the end of the day, getting our hands on them first, not letting them dictate where we want to go. And then, with the screen games, just trusting our path and getting in there and really finding guys who can hit the hole and want the ball in their hands and be fearless and really dip in there and get some yardage, kind of like a punt return when it comes to screens. But, yeah, I mean, we're running a lot of things, and I think, there's a core group of plays that, we kind of got working this week, and I think it's going to be a simple game plan. It's just going to be a matter of if we go out there and execute or not, and I believe we will.
Seen a lot of Leighton, Zion, and Orion lately, and them making plays. Obviously, Zion had the big one against Utah. Leighton had a big game against Oregon State. Kind of a proud, almost father, proud uncle moment seeing these three really young guys that I'm sure you've helped mentor kind of come along and really become impact players in the system.
Yeah, most definitely. Everyone's going to have their time to shine. And those three guys have done a phenomenal job of being, coached very fast and kind of thrown into the fire. But, we depend on those guys. We depend on every single person in our room. And whoever's in there, that's, who they think is going to make the plays at the moment. And they did a great job of, executing the plays and doing their job. And it's just a matter of time when those little things start picking up and they start seeing the game slow down for them. And then those plays can be, consistent for them, and those aren't such shocking plays for them. Those are routine plays for those guys, and it's just cool because you think back to when you were that age and you had that kind of first, second year experience of college football, and everything's happening so fast, and it's hard to kind of step back and kind of let your work unfold. But when those types of plays come your way and your ability to make the play, it's definitely mine for confidence, and also just good to see them smile and really get in there and make some plays.
Dickert's talked about, kind of establishing the offense, being in kind of this rebuilding process right now. And are you seeing some of it kind of still being early and putting the pieces together? Are you kind of seeing some of that stuff coming through during this kind of tough stretch?
Yeah, I mean, everything's going to be a work in process as always. Obviously this is obviously a new staff, but I don't think that's, an excuse that we lean on to kind of, set ourselves back from what we've been producing on the field. I think it's just a matter of time when the offense starts to gel and work as one unit. It's always a case of 10 guys doing their job and one person either not having the right leverage on a block when that could be a 30-yard gain to a touchdown possibly, or not calling off a twist at an O-line in a crucial moment of 3rd and 6. It's kind of everything, that we're dealing with right now is, we just got to get better at the end of the day. Situational awareness, field awareness, as a unit. I think individually we're on different, levels of play with the experience, but we are all young. But at the same time, I think it's as you play as a unit. So I think we got to gel together better and work together as a unit and just hold the negative plays, because as you can see, there's glimpses and flashes of when it's rolling, and it's really hard to stop. Now we just got to build on that consistency factor and just remain disciplined, man. Harping on the discipline and the details, and that's going to carry over into the game. So, I like to say we got 5 weeks left, not 4. So I'm looking forward to those next 5 opportunities, and I really think we can, win every single one of those games, and we'll be where we want to be.
And obviously still some experienced guys and stuff out there, but can you feel it a little bit without having Renard and Nakia out there, kind of missing a couple of guys, those kind of on-field voices that can rally the troops?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, when you lose 2 key crucial guys in midway through the season, you got to find who's the next man up and who we can rely on. And but at the same time, I think that their influence on the field is just as important as they are off. Nardi and Nakia and CJ Moore and all the guys who haven't been able to be with us this year have really honed in on being there for the team, being there on the sideline at practice, just whether it's handing out water or just servicing the team, because they know that that's what matters. And those guys have had a rough patch of adversity, but their strengths and resilience through tough times has been inspiring, and I just can't thank them enough for just being out there. I mean, they can make a choice to not be here, but they do because it matters to them, and it's nice having Nardi, a 7-year vet, being in, telling you, hey, maybe switch it up here on this type of thing. Just having that thing to fall back on or someone to talk to, and but yeah, having I think Kia out has been tough, but it's been able to put urgency in the running back room to kind of figure out who's going to be the next guy. So.